morning, everybody. I'm Meg Revore, Jerry James, and thank you for listening to us today. We're going to give you a brief update on our proposed building plan and capital campaign. So, as many of you know, in 2018, we began an overall facility assessment and program assessment of our church, meeting with members of the staff, members of committees, committee chairs, and many members of the congregation to try to get a better understanding of our needs as a church. This coincided with the receipt of a very generous gift, which provided us the impetus to strategically look at how best to sustain our church and our mission. Today, after literally years of work, we are excited to bring to you our updated plans, which reflect all of the feedback we received from you during town hall meetings, with with members of the congregation and with staff. We are also formally launching our capital campaign to invest in the future. So Jerry will next describe briefly some of the key strategic objectives that came out of our assessment and how our proposed designs intend to achieve those objectives.
Thank you, Meg, and good morning to everybody. First of all, I encourage all of you to see the renderings that are in the Culbertson room after the service. I think you'll better understand what I'm about to describe. In terms of strategic objectives for the plan, there are 5. Of course, there are many more, but the 5 basic ones are these. First is improved building access. On a day like today, I'm sure you can imagine it would be nice to be able to drop your loved one off directly at the door and not have to navigate through the water or the snow during the winter months. And that is what this new addition is going to provide. We're going to replace the Mance building with an addition that will allow you to bring your car up and drop either your child or your elderly loved one, and they will be able to then access the church and come in. And for the elderly and those who have disabilities, this new addition will provide for an access without the need to navigate stairs or a lift or an elevator. In fact, you'll come through what is now the baptismal font, and we'll relocate that right here. So building access is the first objective. The second objective is enhanced safety and security for our children. And as far as safety is concerned, I think we've all remembered those days of dropping kids off at the driveway and then having to back out onto Warwick Road, not the safest traffic maneuver. The other part is, of course, security for our children. And in this day and age, it's a big issue, and it's one that we've taken seriously. And so what we're going to do with this plan is to locate all of the AJN and the younger Sunday school kids on the second floor. And they'll have a controlled check-in and check-out point, which we think will add to their security. The third objective is improved gathering spaces for our youth. We're very excited and passionate about the youth programs that Kenilworth offers. And now we are able to honor that commitment by giving them a new space on the first floor in the new addition. And it will be a light space and a place for them to gather and to practice their faith with their friends. The fourth objective is an important one, and that is improved rehearsal space for our vaunted music program. As many of you know, they currently practice in the basement with an 8-foot ceiling, not the greatest air and light for our musicians, and so we're very excited that the new addition will give them a new home on the second floor with a vaulted ceiling and all of the benefits that come with that. The fifth objective is enhanced capacity for concurrent meetings. We do have spaces, but oftentimes we find that there are more than 1 or 2 or 3 groups meeting, and so we vie for those spaces. This new addition is going to give us a plethora of new and varied spaces that are flexible in design so that we can bring more people to the church to do what they do, and we're very excited about that. And the last thing is that this entire addition is going to embrace our beautiful memorial garden. As you know, right now you come up the driveway, there's garbage cans, it's not the greatest thing. And this new design will bring that garden into the church so that we have a really integrated campus. And we think once you see it, you'll find that it's very beautiful and inviting. So with that, I'll turn it back to Meg. Thank you.
Thanks, Jerry. So as Jerry said, after church and really throughout the year, we're going to have the renderings on display. They're in the Culbertson room now, and we'll have members of the team available each week after each service to answer any questions that you may have. We'll also be providing a very detailed update of our plans and our history at the annual meeting. We hope you'll join us on September 24th for that. And this will just give you another opportunity to hear more about our work, ask questions, and offer feedback. So, and lastly, we'll say our team, which is myself, Jerry James, Peter Schaff, Ann Carey, Bruce Linger, Ken Harris, all of us are available at any time. If you have any questions, ideas, thoughts, feedback, we want to hear from you. So please feel free to reach out. And lastly, thanks to many early supporters, we now have approximately 3 million more needed in our capital campaign to complete our goals. Peter and Bill and I sent out a letter early this year, which hopefully you've recently received, and Bill has preached in other sermons. We want to keep you mindful of our church's giving priorities. First, we hope you will give to our stewardship campaign. That will begin in November, December as historic practice. Second, we hope you will give generously to our outreach program. This is an important reflection of our church's mission. And third, we really hope you will also make a pledge to our capital campaign. This is a once-in-a-generation gift to invest in the future of our church. So thank you very much, and we'll see you after church.